Leave this marriage, they pleaded. Go and finish your university education. You're still young. You're suffering too much. But Amarachi refused. Love had become chains. Emeka wasn't abusive. He wasn't careless. He was simply broken too. They had endured the same grief over and over again, and it had bound them tightly. Rumors started to spread. Some claimed it was spiritual. Others whispered about a curse in Emeka's family. Amarachi and Emeka started moving from church to church. Every weekend, a different crusade. Every prophet had a message. Every fast ended in dry throats and damp pillows. Eventually, one prophet gave them hope. This next one will live. Amarachi clung to that promise and conceived again. This time, after labor, the baby cried. It was the first time she had ever heard that sound. Hope poured into her chest, but by evening the baby died. Sudden infant death syndrome, the doctor said. What does that mean? Amarachi asked. Why? There were no answers. It was Emeka who suggested they stop trying. The doctors agreed. It was time for a break, but Amarachi wasn't ready to let go of her dream, so she proposed adoption. Emeka hesitated, but she pleaded. Eventually he agreed. She contacted her cousin, who claimed to know someone at a motherless baby's home. Amarachi sent her 1.6 million naira. The woman disappeared. Emeka was furious. I never wanted this adoption nonsense, he yelled. Now look at what you've done. Don't ever ask me for money again. She was alone. Again, back to prayer, back to fasting. Then one day a friend whispered about a doctor in the East. Young girls, she said, often gave up their babies for money. Boys were sold for 1.5 million, girls for 1 million. It sounded illegal, but people said it was legit. Amarachi told Emeka, "Count me out," he said. "I don't have that kind of money." So she borrowed 600,000 naira from a local cooperative and gave it to her friend. 1 week later, her phone lit up with a video, her friend being beaten, blood staining her clothes. She had stolen her neighbor's baby and planned to sell him to Amarachi. Amarachi dropped her phone. She showed the video to Emeka. He stepped back and said, "Don't involve me." The next morning, police came knocking. Amarachi was arrested for attempted child trafficking. She thought Emeka would fight for her. "Go with them," he said. "I'll get a lawyer." She called her family. "When we tried to help you, you refused," they said. "Let love bail you out." No lawyer, no bail. Her friend's family raised money and bailed her out. Amarachi waited and waited, but no one came for her. 5 years. She spent 5 long years in prison. NGOs came and went. They brought food, sanitary pads, promises, but nothing ever changed until one day, a women's advocate, listened to her story. She came back, and she kept her word. She hired lawyers, fought Amarachi's case. Amarachi was finally freed. She returned home. But Emeka had moved on. He had a new wife, 3 children, a whole new life. When she went to see him, he didn't blink. "Our destinies don't align. Find peace," he said. She walked away. Her heart didn't break. It was already in pieces. The advocate welcomed her into her home. "Stay. Heal," she said. She enrolled Amarachi in catering school. Amarachi had always loved baking. The classes became therapy. The smell of flour and sugar, a kind of healing. She started a small business, cakes for birthdays, cupcakes for church events. But her body had changed. Her reflection haunted her. Sagging breasts, dark circles, stretch marks. She avoided mirrors. One day, she went to deliver a wedding cake wearing a simple dress and scarf. She looked tired. The security guard laughed. "Who sent this dirty woman here?" He bounced her. She cried all the way home. That night, Amarachi made a decision. "I will rewrite this story." She downloaded Pinterest, saved outfit inspirations, watched makeup tutorials, learned how to dress for her body type, bought affordable products, shea butter, coconut oil, vitamin C serum. She changed. Customers began to notice. Compliments poured in. She took pictures. She smiled again. At another wedding delivery, she wore a tailored gown, flat shoes, light makeup, clean hair. The bride said, "You're beautiful." A guest took her number. He said it was for a birthday cake, but it wasn't about cake. His name was Chidi. Tall, kind, gentle. She told him everything, her past, her prison, her pain. He said, "Your past is not your name. Let's build something new." Today, Amarachi is married again. She has 2 sons, born through CS. Both alive, both healthy. Her first is 4, her second is 2. Chidi says, "These 2 complete us." She agrees. She is finally a mother. Now she laughs again. She wears colours. Her cakes are on Instagram. Her story is shared at women's conferences. Young girls reach out to her and she tells them, "Your womb did not fail. Your heart is still a mother's heart." God changed her story. To every woman who has buried a child, who has faced stillbirth, who has returned from the hospital with empty arms, this is for you. You are not forgotten. Your pain is not invisible. You will laugh again. You will rise again. And just like Amarachi, you too will hold your baby. Believe it.
Kindly support the channel by subscribing. Turn on the notification bell so you'd get notified when we drop another mind-blowing video. Also, do not forget to like and share to family and friends. See you in our next video.